Ted, that was a great Snapchat. Great advice. Everybody go and check out Ted Carr's Snapchat now.
Freelee used to push the raw food message back in the day. She was a hardcore advocate. She was definitely one of the leaders in the movement. She's probably one of the most popular people in the raw food movement, or definitely was one of the most popular people in the raw food movement. More people probably went raw vegan because of Freelee than anyone else. Freelee is responsible for converting more people to eat bananas all day than anyone else. You can give Freelee a lot of credit for converting people to the raw food movement for sure. She's got a website called 30 Bananas a Day. That's one of the first raw food forums I ever found out about. And she had this big YouTube channel all talking about raw food, raw food, raw food, raw food. And then maybe a year or two ago, maybe 3 years ago by now, I forget when exactly, she went back to eating cooked food, started promoting the cooked food diet. She got a lot more views because, you know, the vegan niche is so much bigger than the raw food niche. And so now she's like really, really popular on the YouTube scene in general. And she definitely still preaches, you know, the vegan message. But as of lately, she's been promoting the raw and raw and raw message more and more and more, which I'm really stoked on. So in her latest video, she talks about the benefits of mono-mealing and extreme mono-meal diets like, you know, Banana Island and things like that. So in this video, I want to dive a little bit deeper into the topic of mono-meal and mono-islands, because it's a topic that I've got a lot of experience with. It's a topic that I'm very passionate about, and I really feel that it's an optimal way to eat your food. So let's get right into that. My own experience with mono meals has been amazing. I've done 2 days on just apples. I've done 3 days on oranges multiple times. I've done 3 days on just rock melon. That was amazing. I've done 5 days on watermelon. That was really great. And I've also done 7 days on just coconut water. And I've spent 22 days on Coconut Water Island. And that was just totally life-changing. And we call these short-term diets islands because just imagine you're on an island and all you can eat is bananas. That's Banana Island. Or you're on this island and all you can eat is watermelon. That's Watermelon Island. So whenever you hear someone say, oh, I'm on Banana Island or Coconut Water Island, that just means that they're only eating that specific food. A few of the benefits of doing a mono island include things like losing weight with ease, clearing your acne with ease, having more mental clarity, just feeling better, feeling cleaner, healing up an injury like a knee pain or something, or healing a digestive issue, things like that. Just allowing your body more time to rest and regenerate. That's what mono islands are all about. 3 of the things that I personally love about mono eating is that it ensures that the fruit you're eating is high quality. It ensures that the food you're eating is so good that that's all you want to eat. If you're only eating rock melon, it's probably because that rock melon is so good you don't want to eat anything else. Like, other fruit's good and all, but you're just so in love, you're so enjoying, you're getting so much pleasure, so much satisfaction out of the rock melon. That's how you know it's good food. So if you're having a mono meal, it's because the food is really, really good. And the better a fruit tastes, the better it is for you. And when you're eating food that's really, really good for you, you're going to feel really, really good. So whenever I'm doing Mono Meal Island and I'm eating a fruit that just tastes amazing, my mood is up there, man. My life experience is up there. My whole experience of reality is just heightened. And it's all about eating high vibrational food, really delicious food. The better a fruit tastes, the better a food tastes in its raw, natural state, the better it's going to be for you. And when you're eating really good food for you, you're going to feel really good. The second reason I love mono meals is because it's so easy to know when you've had enough. It's like nearly impossible to overeat on a mono meal, because let's say you're having a watermelon. After, like, you know, maybe 25% way through the watermelon, you're just satisfied, you're done. The desire to eat is gone. You're not like full, you're not like, oh my god, I'm stuffed full of watermelon. You're just like, oh, the desire to eat is gone. Like, I just no longer have a desire to take another spoonful. Like, it probably still tastes good, but my focus, my attention is now elsewhere. Like, I just no longer am attentive to the watermelon. And before the meal, you're not like, oh my god, I'm so hungry, I have to eat watermelon, I'm like craving watermelon. It's just like, you know, you're making YouTube videos, or you're on the computer, or you go for a run, and after the run, you come home, you're like, oh, I have the desire to eat right now. I could eat right now. That's what it's like. You're not like, oh my god, I'm gonna binge on watermelon or something, I'm gonna stuff myself silly. It's just like you go from having a desire to eat to then no longer having desire. And you know the end point. There's the off button, there's a stop button. Your hunger signal shuts off when you're doing mono mealing. And I personally have experienced overeating with smoothies for sure. You blend up a whole bunch of different fruits, it tastes so good. You drink, you feel so stuffed. You don't need to eat that much, but you just keep doing it because the smoothie is really good. And I do it with salads as well. Like, I'll make a big salad, put a nice sauce on it, and I'm overeating on the salad. And maybe that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's definitely not the most comfortable thing in the world, overeating on salad. I'd rather just eat a delicious mono meal and go from having the desire to eat to no longer having the desire to eat without feeling stuffed, without feeling full. The third benefit that I love most about eating a mono meal is that I don't need to focus on food. I never need to think, what am I going to have for lunch? What am I going to have for breakfast? What am I going to have for dinner? It's just, if I'm doing rock melon, it's just rock melon, rock melon, rock melon. If I'm doing mangoes, it's just mango, 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 mango. I don't need to think. I don't need to go grocery shopping really. I just buy bulk a couple times a week maybe, and just get the guy to deliver it, get the girl to deliver it, or just drive a car, go pick it up, or whatever. Take an Uber, go pick it up. I don't need to think too much about it. It's just grab the same thing, eat it. Always gonna be happy with it. Always gonna be satisfied. You never get sick of fruit when it tastes really good. So you just stop thinking about food. You can put that attention elsewhere. You can transmute that energy into your creative efforts, or into your family life, or into cleaning your house, or into working on some projects, whatever. You just don't need to think about food, and that is a huge relief. So now some of the things that Freelee talked about in her video, I want to go a little deeper on with you, because a lot of the points she mentioned were great, and I just wish that, you know, her and I were having a conversation about it with you on camera. We could talk like for 45 minutes about some of the questions people asked and the answers she gave. So one of the questions people asked is about like amino acids and protein. They say like, oh, how am I going to get my protein if I eat fruit? Well, the fact is, protein only comes from animals. But because you are an animal, you have protein. You don't need to worry about it. It's just like cholesterol. People say, oh, where am I going to get my cholesterol? Well, it's like, dude, cholesterol only comes from animals. And you're an animal. So you have cholesterol in you. So the thing fruit provides us with is fruit, and all vegetables provide us with amino acids. And amino acids allow our body to uptake those amino acids and convert them into protein. So we don't need to worry about protein, just like we don't need to worry about cholesterol. Our body takes the plant nutrients and it creates it for us in our body. We manufacture protein with the aid of amino acids, which we get in ample amounts in all fruits and vegetables if we eat enough calories. Another question she got asked was, how much should I eat? And Freelee recommends eating 2,100 calories or more per day. And I would say, honestly, go by feel, man. If you're really sick and nauseous one day, why would you eat 2,100 calories? You know, on a day-to-day basis, if you're athletic, if you're moving around, if you're really busy, you're probably going to eat around 2,100 calories, maybe a little less, maybe a little more. 2,100 is about the average ballpark for an average human being. But if you're really sick one day, maybe you're only going to eat 500 calories, maybe you're going to eat no calories. Or if you're really busy one day, you're training for Ironman triathlon, maybe you're going to eat 4,000 calories a day. And how much fruit does that look like? That's actually 40 bananas. 4,000 calories is 40 bananas. 2,100 calories is about 21 bananas, medium-sized bananas. But you've got to go by feel. I don't know why people are saying like, don't go by feel. Babies go by feel, I go by feel, athletes go by feel. Most human beings on the planet go by feel. The reason most people are overweight though is because they're eating foods that don't trigger that shut-off signal. They're eating foods that don't trigger the hunger shut-off signal. So they just keep eating and eating and eating. But when it comes to raw food, definitely go by feel, man. Eat so you're completely satisfied. When you're in bed at night, you should not be visualizing food. If I'm ever in bed at night and I can visualize a banana and it makes me want to go get a banana, I go and get the freaking banana. But 99 times out of 100, 99,000 times out of 100,000, I never think of a banana when I'm in bed. I eat enough before I go to bed, for sure. So just eat enough. Another question she got asked was, how long should I do a mono meal for? How long should I do the mono island for? And again, that's either totally by feel or you set yourself a challenge. You say, okay, I'm going to do 7 days, or I did 7 days last time, I'm going to do 10 days, or you say, I'm going to do 22 days. But you should go by feel. Just see how long you still desire the food for. See how long you still feel good for. The purpose of doing these cleanses is to feel good. If you stop feeling good at any point, and you're desiring other food, go eat the other food from that. Learn from your experience. I had a friend who did 100 days on juice. After 50 days, he felt totally clean. He felt totally ready to come off it. But he's like, no, man, I told the world I was going to do 100. So we kept doing the next 100 days, or the next 50 days. And he said those last 50 days, man, they weren't very, very beneficial for him, but he just kept doing it anyway. So don't be that guy, man. Just do your 50 days if 50 is all you need. Maybe you do 21, do 22, up to you. I personally did 22 days on coconut water, but I didn't need to do 22. I could have stopped on day 14. I just told the world I was going to do 22, so I did 22. But don't let your ego get in the way of your health, guys. Just eat until you stop desiring to eat that food, and then eat another food. Totally decide in the moment. What foods should I do mono meals on? Like what kind of islands should I go on? And some of the islands I recommend, some of the islands that I've done in the past, I've already mentioned a few, but I would really recommend doing Mango Island. I would recommend Papaya Island. I'd say Coconut Water Island is amazing. Watermelon Island for sure. Grape Juice Island is fantastic. Cantaloupe Island. Banana Island is pretty good if you can get like really good bananas, but I know a lot of people who've had no problem doing Banana Island, but personally I get kind of bored of bananas. They don't taste like amazing enough for me to want to eat them at the exclusion of all of the fruits. But if you love bananas at the exclusion of all of the fruits, go right ahead, do Banana Island. You'll fill up really easily on that. Just make sure you're drinking a lot of water, because they're not super high water content. Another great island to do is Orange Juice Island, or just oranges. Those are like the easiest ones to do. Freely also mentioned you could do dates, you could mono dates, but definitely don't just eat dates. You want to blend them up, have Datorade, and you could get by on like 2 or 3 Datorades a day. You just blend dates and water and make them like, 800 calories each or something, or 700 calories each. If you have 3 700 calorie meals throughout the day, that's 2100 calories, easy, done. Another question people ask is like, where do you get your nutrients if you're just eating fruit? And the question you actually want to ask is, where are you getting your nutrients if you're not just eating fruit? Fruit has more nutrients per bite, per calorie, than any other food stuff for humans. Like, the nutrients humans need is found in fruit. If you want nutrients for human beings, you eat fruit. If you want nutrients for birds and giraffes and cows and other animals, other insects, then eat other foods. But if you want human nutrition, eat fruit. If you want a full breakdown of what kind of nutrients you're getting on a raw, vegan, fruitarian diet, click the link in the description. I'd go through in detail all the nutrients you're going to get on a 3,000 calorie a day diet. So definitely check the link in the description and you'll see all the nutrients you're getting, all the nutrients you're not getting, and you make up your mind. Do you want to supplement? Do you want to eat other foods? Totally up to you. But anyways, guys, that's a wrap on this video. So thanks a lot, Freely, for promoting the raw vegan message once again. Really appreciate that. Everyone who eats raw food also appreciates that. We just want more people to know about the raw vegan message, the raw food movement, and hope to see you again in the near future. Peace out from Chiang Mai, Thailand.
Ted, that was a great Snapchat. Great advice. Everybody go and check out Ted Carr's Snapchat now.
What's up, Ted? My name's Tyler, and today was my first day raw vegan because of you and your videos. Thank you so much. So I have a goal in mind. My goal is to be able to tell you that I have been raw vegan so many days I can't count it on my fingers. So today my diet pretty much was oranges. I had like 30 something, some bananas, and a delicious salad. I'm down here in Florida, so the fruit's really good.